Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Kyle Keel.
We have a lot of weather to talk about here over the next 3 minutes or so. Very active 48 to 72 hours expected here across the QCA. We're going to start with today. We have a good mix of sun and clouds and some warmer temperatures on the way. Still a little cool right now, generally in the 30s and 40s. We range from 37 degrees in Galena to 47 in Moline, Burlington, and Galesburg to 52 in Keokuk. So we've got that warmer air that's coming in with a pretty gusty southeast wind. Could be upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour today. So eventually here later this afternoon into the evening, we'll get those temps into the 60s and only dropping into the 50s here tonight. So here's a look at the visible satellite along with the radar. We just have some high clouds moving in right now. Some of this up here in portions of northern Iowa, likely not reaching the ground with the dry air. But this is our system that we are tracking. It's going to be a deepening area of low pressure. It's going to get stronger and then track here off to the north of us into portions of Iowa. And that is going to put us fully in the warm sector. We're going to pull up some moisture from the Gulf of Mexico as well. So that is the big elephant in the room, that threat for severe weather tomorrow. This is likely to be a high impact event for eastern Iowa and western Illinois. We have a first alert day out from 3 to 8 p.m. Still subject to change on the timing of that, but it looks like in the afternoon and evening will be our primary risk for severe weather. Your threats, all of them are on the table: tornadoes, damaging wind, and hail. So this is something that we're going to continue to watch. Now, as Kevin first told you earlier this morning on Quad Cities Today, our level of severe weather threat has increased to a level 4. This is a moderate risk. The bullseye is right here in the Quad Cities. So this is where we are expecting numerous severe thunderstorms to develop. And again, the primary threats, especially initially as these storms will develop, will be tornadoes. And a couple of those could be stronger tornadoes due to the different dynamics that we have in the atmosphere. Our atmosphere is going to be very, very unstable. So we're going to watch this very carefully. I'm most concerned about damaging winds 75 miles per hour or greater here, especially as this the thunderstorm event kind of turns more into a linear event after it does move through the Quad Cities after a few hours. We also have a moderate risk here to the south down into portions of Missouri and toward Memphis, Tennessee. So this is going to be a pretty large severe weather outbreak across the center part of the country. So heading into tonight, we're going to see those clouds thicken a bit. And as we have a warm front around here, we're going to get a couple of showers and maybe a couple isolated thunderstorms overnight. We do not have to worry about severe weather tonight. Early tomorrow morning, might be a couple of scattered showers. You'll wake up, not see much sunshine. We don't need the sunshine here tomorrow. Might have one round of storms move through late in the morning, early afternoon. This round may be producing the potential for some large hail as it tracks to the northeast, but the round that we're most concerned about is going to come after 2 or 3 o'clock. We'll see development here off to our west. These storms initially are going to be having the possibility to turn tornadic, and then they'll continue to race off to the north and east. So you notice we're starting to get a line formed here, and within these lines, we'll probably get some tornadoes to spin up on it as well. So 5 o'clock, that's when the metro Quad Cities up toward Clinton could be getting hit with this, and that's going to race off to the north and east. So we're not really going to have much time to really prepare for these storms. So once you get under a warning, take action immediately. And as I mentioned, large hail could be a possibility as well, especially here off to the north of the Quad Cities. We could be talking about hail up to the size of golf balls or larger. So again, tomorrow is going to be the day to keep an eye on the weather. Have a plan in place now. If you're going to be out and about, make sure you know of a place that you can go to stay safe and take shelter from any severe thunderstorm or tornado warnings. On the backside of this system, we're going to have some snow move in Friday night and Saturday. No accumulation expected. Highs in the 40s, but back to the 60s Sunday into early next week with another potential round of severe weather come Tuesday.